Okay, today's task is to submit our business to another directory called superpages.com. You go to superpages.com, and when you click on the right hand side, add your free listing, it actually transfers you to supermedia.com, which is where they take all the business claiming takes place and the listings take place. I'm going to actually do a live submission for Headmatcher International. He's not yet listed in Supermedia, so we're going to go ahead and go through that process so you can kind of see what I've done, and that way you can move forward with it. It's a good place to get started. It's a validated feed that we've had success with on Google Maps, and it's definitely a place we want to get listed. So right now I'm going to go ahead and start by doing a business lookup. Sometimes you'll be able to just claim your listing. It'll already be listed if you've been a business that's been established a long time. But in this case, Scott and over at Headmatcher hasn't been listed in this directory, so we're going to go ahead and go through that process. His phone number is 858-869-3866. Yes, I do have it memorized. I've done a lot of work in the past with Scott, so you kind of you get that information memorized from now on. Business name, Headmatcher. Obviously the phone number again. Scott at Headmatcher, and I encourage you, if you're doing any recruiting out there, to get in touch with this guy. He is awesome, and we've had a tremendous amount of lead gen come from his site, and I'm going to be using his site as a case study often over the next few months. As far as the type of content that he writes. He always says that the information he wants on his site is something that he'd be comfortable putting in the Wall Street Journal. And I think it's a good idea because people do a lot of times read the information that you write on your site when sometimes you think they don't. They actually do. So make sure you take the time to write good content. We'll do some. This is important, this portion right here. This is the different categories that we're going to get our business listed in. So just think about different words that are used to, I guess, describe your industry. His is a little hard because you have, obviously, executive search, which is his primary. So when we do a search, it's going to give us some ideas. Executive search firms, computer executive search firms. He's also involved in recruiting. So if you're in real estate, you got to think about, real estate, potentially, I guess, investments, let's see, vacation rentals. I mean, whatever niche you might be within that field is what you want to get listed for. Because when people then search on this directory, then you'll know what the parameters are that you're coming up for. You only have about 5 options. So when you do a search on here, just make sure you try to use the 5 that really specialize and describe your specific niche. And then go ahead and continue to the next page. Once again, it's another easy submission. You'll probably be able to do it in, I don't know what, 5 to 7 minutes. And it's just a place we have to get listed though. Okay, once we do this, we have a pretty extensive build out that has to take place. You have hours of operation, your different payment options, your company details. So it gives you a lot of stuff you can add here, your photos, your logo, the title of your store, and then you can actually log back in and add a coupon. If you have a promotion you're running, definitely add it here, and you can kind of use this. It's similar to Hot Frog in a way, because you have a lot of stuff you can add to it, and it has its own dashboard. And a lot of these sites that we're going to be using, especially some of the article directories coming up, are sites that have a lot of tools that can be used, and it's important that we understand those tools and we leverage them as far as we can. This is the final portion of it. You're going to build out your profile, and then the final account setup. They're going to probably prompt you to purchase some sort of package, but just go ahead and start with a free listing for now, unless you're in a position financially where you want to go ahead and get featured, because featured listings on a lot of these directories do increase traffic. They just place you higher in the search when people are doing queries within these directories. You have a better chance of getting rankings in the search results because you're propagated higher on pages that have higher amounts of traffic. It's a good option, but it's not an absolute necessity at this point. So just go ahead and build out your business details and activate your account, and you will be off and running. And we will revisit this one with a coupon, probably somewhere along the line after we do some stuff on Yelp. Anyway, talk to you next time, and congratulations by getting listed on Super Media.